everyone, today we're learning turns. Well, not exactly these ones. Today we're learning jump rope turns. In case anyone's wondering why I should learn them, well, there's a lot of reasons. You know that feeling when you're doing a freestyle routine for 60 seconds and you're totally exhausted? Well, that's when you pop in a turn. It looks good and helps you catch your breath. So today we're learning 5 types of jump rope turns. One last thing before we start, the turns go from the easiest to the hardest, but with some patience and time, I'm pretty sure anyone can learn these. Our first and easiest turn, the basic 360. Number 1, toss your rope. We're not going to need it right now. Practice turning around with your arms. For step number 2, get your jump rope back so you can start practicing turns. There really isn't any way to explain how to do a turn, but just look at how I'm doing it and then practice. Coming up at number 2, butterfly turn. This is one of my favorite turns and I'm pretty sure it got its name because the swinging rope does look a little bit like butterfly's wings. First, do a side swing into a backwards direction change so the rope is behind your back. Next, try finishing the turn. Now, as you can see, when I'm turning around, the rope barely touches the ground in the back. It just kind of swings by and goes right back in front. Now for the arms. So as you can see, I go into a side swing, the rope touches the ground in the back, and then I quickly flip my arms forward into a normal open. Okay, our third turn is a basic 360 with a jump. So this turn is actually the same as the first one, you just add in a little backwards jump. So if you already have the first one, it should be easy for you. First you do the side swing into a backwards jump and then you just bring your arms forward. It's not that hard, it may take a couple of tries, but it's pretty easy. Okay, coming right up, we have the butterfly cross turn. So this one is actually a little bit harder. It took me some time to figure it out, but don't worry, I'll explain it. It's going to be easy. So step number 1 is obviously cross, and then for step number 2, you want to bring your arms into a cross, do a side swing in a cross, and then bring your arms into a backwards cross. So try this a couple of times. And for the second part, you don't want to stop. You want to do a little loop and turn right back in front. If we compare it to a butterfly turn, it's pretty much the same. You just have your arms in a cross. And lastly, when I stop it here in the back, you can see my rope isn't really touching the ground. It just kind of swings by. For a grand finale, I choose this turn. I'm not quite sure what it's called. I call it the crossover turn, but its original name can be completely different. Step number 1, you bring your arms into a side swing and backwards cross. A little dance break. So for step number 2, you bring your arms into a backwards cross, recross them, and finish the turn. So here's just me doing it from different angles so you can kind of see what's going on. Okay, so that brings us to the end. Hope you learned something and let me know what tricks you want to learn next. Bye!